Yeah, I mean, we made a final decision, which I'm not going to say it on camera because I would like to keep it a semi-surprise for people that might actually care or give a shit.
It's Tucci in the house, the #1 film guys in the business.
A little bit of a different scene today. Back at a car show, talking to the camera here. We like walking around car shows and talking shit. It's kind of fun. What do you think?
That's what we do.
We're being typical car show guys today. Walking around talking shit about everyone else's car.
What we're about to look at is seriously a very special car. Worth probably upwards of, I don't know, $700,000. in all seriousness.
I know. So, supposedly this car is worth somewhere around $700,000, which maybe it's because I'm a drag race guy and not a Corvette restoration guy, but I don't see it. But to each their own. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is part 2 of taking apart this list, and I'm trying to find the drill right now as I'm talking to the camera, which I can't seem to find. Oh, I found it. So one of the things on our list is to mount the nitrous bottle brackets from Chassis Engineering. So that will be the first thing we take on for this video, which we already started, but we really didn't start that much. We kind of brainstormed, and then now we're just drilling holes in here. So right now we're going to work on just mounting it to the floor at least, and then we're going to figure out where else we're going to mount it after that. So what we got so far right now is, I don't know if you could tell, but we got some spacers under there, so it's off the tin and bolted down, but obviously it's got a lot of play left and right, so we got to figure out a way to limit that. But it's not going anywhere as of right now, but you don't want it bouncing side to side as well. So trying to brainstorm to figure out what the next idea is for that. So at Tucci Racing garage, backyard, whatever we got, we just cannot go a single day without bending a new bar. Tell them what we're doing.
We are making a brace for the nitrous bottle holder.
That's it.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The project manager,
Yeah, which is me.
which is not me, I'm just cheap labor.
Yeah, being that I deem that the reason why I'm not allowed to work on the vehicles because I'm so good at being a project manager. And perfect example, I'm not even allowed to bend this.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, I've been promoted. Is that a promotion, you think?
Yeah, just bend it.
How strong I am in one hand.
More.
All right, folks at home, we had to pop back on for another clip here. And Dad has miraculously came up with a new mount and new bracket that we're gonna do for the nitrous bottle. It's kind of tough to explain, but basically we're gonna have this piece sitting on top, just like as is. And then we're gonna have a slot come over it and a bolt through it. So it's kind of tough to...
I'm talented.
The helicopter?
Yeah, I'm a helicopter.
So this is the old piece that we messed up, so we need to cut it. Yeah, but we're cutting this one?
Cut that one.
Okay, so we're cutting this one. Check it out. Here we go. Cut, bend, grind, notch, repeat. New t-shirt? New t-shirt? Mom could probably make that one. Doing a little by hand notching here. But I have to shut the door because we're about to start the compressor at 9 o'clock at night, which isn't really my favorite, but we don't really give a so we do it anyway. I get one of these cooking. Never done it with one hand though while filming, so hopefully it doesn't get sucked in. Like that.
And that's me on you. Like white on rice in your mama jambalaya you ain't had in a while. Me on you. Like black on that bad mighty Mississippi, see you running for miles. Well, I know you're going to control of me, and there's nothing that I can do. Till the break of dawn or the cows come home, I'll be right back.
All right, so like I said, it was kind of tough to explain, but that is the mount. So now we're gonna have to. It's hot. Just gonna have to center punch that. Drill right through it, put a bolt in, and it'll be removable. That is just the greatest.
The best!
Okay, so this part is complete. I mean, there's a little bit of welding to go, but that'll probably be when we flip the car over last time or whatnot. But the mount is finished. That's another thing we can check off the list before we get it powder coated. And unfortunately, I was pretty dead set on it being black, but now it's going back and forth between black and silver because I wanted to flash, but at the same time, I really liked it. I really wanted a black car, but I guess we'll see. I was kind of going off the gray theme because everything was going to be gray because I wasn't going to wrap the car, but eventually it'll probably get wrapped to match, so I don't know. But the Alphas are black. The Alphas will stay black.
I got the deluxe game, but nailed the first one.
You're sick. This guy's crazy. What is he?
I'm a sick boater, man.
Stop. Okay, so I don't really know what day it is. You saw it in that little transition with the day in front. So I'm guessing it's day 3, but I don't know. Just got back from Action Powder Coating, the guys that we use to powder coat everything, and my dad used to powder coat everything. And looked at some colors, kind of going back and forth. I was pretty dead set on an all black car, but it's like I kind of want something to stand out and have a little bling to it. Took a look at some different, deep grays and some glimmer stuff and some blacks, some other blacks, some silvers, but we don't really know what we're gonna do yet, but ultimately we need to finish the car obviously before we even tackle that, so that's what we're doing right now. Got everything working, everything going in here. We got to weld the little pieces of the car, which is one down there. We got to finish the seatbelt tab. We got a little dot over there, and then we need to put one more Zeus plate in and zip all these springs out because we're not going to get it blasted with the springs in it. And then that would be literally it. Like, we can't even work on anything else on the chassis wise because then it'll just open so many new doors or shit that we got to do. So that's for calling it quits on the chassis before we get it powder coated. So hopefully we get it powder coated in the next week or two. We have to come up with some money, which obviously it's turning out to be a lot more than we expected. But listen, that's the job that we want, so that's the job we're going to pay for, which is good. So we got that, and he's waiting on me right now to get everything ready for the welder. And we'll probably start working on the body. There's a little bit of body work we have to do, clean it out, make it look nice. So maybe in the time being, we'll work on the body itself, get that ready, so that once the chassis is powder coated and we get everything we want done, we can plop it right on, weld it, and be done. All right, so that missing Zeus is right there. That's going in right now. We'll weld that up, and then any new items that need to go on are done. All right, so to add to the garage, the shop bitch series that I'm starting here. The next one is, you done welding? Okay, so the next one, I guess the first one was like 101. I guess it's like 101.1 because it's like a basic thing that every shop bitch should know or do. Because when the welder is done welding, what we do is we click on the air. That's really for me too, because I'm fat and it's hot. I'm dying right now. I guess we'll go over is that being that when you're welding, I guess this is like a little backstory. So I don't know if a shop bitch necessarily knows this or not. This is kind of advanced for a shop bitch, but basically the reason why we turn off the air is because there's gas that's coming out of the TIG torch, and obviously the gas cannot go through the center and go and hit where it needs to hit if the wind is blowing through it. So that's like an advanced class. You guys aren't up to that. Neither am I really, but I know that at least. But that's our second installment of the Shop Bitch series on the 2G Racing YouTube channel / Instagram.
Either or, I like to say something.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I know I've been through this once before, but for all you fathers out there who break your ass every day to support your family, and then when you ask your son whose car you're building with him to take a half a day off of work and he says no to get it to the powder coater, that's what happened to me today.
So I guess we're just gonna make this a rant now because that's not what he said. He said a full day off, number one, not leave at 2 o'clock, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I go to work so I can pay for this as well. That's all. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope you enjoy the Shop Bitch series. All right, what's going on, guys? It is day, I don't know, 4, 3, whatever, of the second part of knocking out the list. Right now, it's really just welding some stuff that has not obviously been welded completely. Yesterday we looked at some colors and stuff like that. Today we are continuing to weld, so probably won't see much today because it's the same thing you've been watching for the past 2.5 years. So yeah, I mean, we made a final decision, which I'm not going to say it on camera because I would like to keep it a semi-surprise for people that might actually care or give a shit. So we're gonna keep it a surprise, but we did make a decision on the color combination on the car, or at least the chassis part of it, and all the bracketry and stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to do that shortly, and we'll show you guys what the color is. But for now, we got to finish welding so we get it powder coated in the first place. All right. So this is our third installment of our new Shop Bitch 101 series. Now this one is a little tough and only happens in very certain circumstances, but this one is making sure the chassis doesn't fall over and kill me and hit the workbench while Dad welds. It's gotten crazy, but not this crazy, because these are really, I mean, they're really not doing anything. So I'm on patrol right now to make sure that the chassis doesn't fall over, and Dad is comfortable enough to lay a good weld down. Anything out to add?
Nope.
I guess this is a monumental moment in Tucci Racing history since we started this channel in 2017, that the car is officially ready for powder coat. Just kidding, we are not done yet. We filmed that clip and we realized we had one more thing to do, so I'm adding that to this video right now. We need to put a mount for the fuel pump, so once we get a fuel pump, we have somewhere to put it, at least a good start, so we don't have to cut into it and all that. So right now we are cutting a little piece of scrap steel, so we're going to weld to the chassis pretty much flat on it, and we'll go from there. So this looks like the line to the bars, so we're going to cut that so hopefully we can weld it flat, but at least follow the bar line a little bit. So now that the bracket is on, now we have a couple nubs here and stuff that we need to get rid of, obviously, because we don't want to leave that when it gets powder coated. So I'm going to knock those off, and then officially we'll be done. Chassis and everything like that, but now all the tabs are on, everything is done, it's ready to go, and it's literally ready, besides, you know, finding a time slot to get it there, literally ready to be completely powder coated and to finally go into that final assembly mode. I was checking back at the dates of when everything we got, and I think we brought the chassis in here without it being blasted first. In an earlier video we blasted it and then started welding everything on. We took the body off sometime early 2022, like January, and then we got the chassis in here and started cutting it apart January, like maybe 20th, and put it in powder coat February 1st. So it's been a long time. We've been working on a lot of other stuff at the same time, which, you know, took a little bit of time away from this, but after 3 years it'll be sent for powder coat, and we'll get to finally put it together and hopefully be done and out by sometime next summer, I would hope. Anything to say?
Thank God.
Yeah, so big moment for Tucci Racing, very exciting. Won't start crying at this one, but probably when it starts up and rolls for the first time, I'll probably cry for you guys on YouTube. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and the next video on this should hopefully be loading it in the trailer and seeing the new
I'm a young shot caller, hit place, bad bitch taker, AK slanging as gangster, white flags if the one hanging, 2 gun gang, twin glocks, I'm flaming. Should've been a teacher, how I get you white chalk.